So today I'm going to be showing you how to download and prep the software to use the Prusa i3s that we have in the Maker Lab to help you get 3D printing. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to go to Slicer with a 3 instead of an E for Prusa. And that should bring up this website right here. This very first one, Slicer Prusa Edition. And so once you're on this website, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go down to Download Slicer PE plus Drivers Stable. You're going to click that, and that's going to bring us right to this page. For us, assuming you're using a Mac, you're going to click Download for Mac, and this will just take a second, so we'll be back once this is downloaded. Okay, so now we have this driver downloaded, so we're going to open this up, and it's just going to verify that file real quick, and we should be well on our way to getting this program downloaded. So now it's going to pop up with this, and all it wants us to do here is just drag this drivers folder into our applications folder here. And that's going to copy over all of the items from here into our applications, and it's all going to show up under this file name here. So we're going to exit out of that, and we are going to go into Launchpad here, and Launchpad should have this file showing up right here, this app, Slicer with a 3, and we're going to open that up, and saying it's downloaded from the internet. We're just going to select to open anyway, and that should open up any second, and here we are. So for me, since I have already downloaded this, it's not popping up with the setup wizard. There's a little setup form that you go through. It's just a few steps. All you're going to want to do on that is there's just going to be one spot where you select what printer you have. You're just going to want to select a 0.4 millimeter nozzle for a Prusa i3 MK3 printer. Now from here, we are all set to start setting up a print that we want to do. So as long as we have everything set up here, we're just going to go to this add button up here, and from here we can just select one of these files right here, which is just any STL file that you can find, either making it yourself in Fusion or downloading it from Thingiverse or other platforms. So now we have our STL in here, and from in here we can kind of edit this in a lot of different ways. One thing we may want to do is we may want to move it around or scale it properly to the build plate. So with that, you're just going to press this top circle here, and you are going to be able to drag it around your build plate, and you can just scroll to zoom in and out on that, and then on your view of it here, and then you can use these little corners to increase or decrease the size of your print. Then right here we have a rotating tool which allows you to rotate your print to spin it. For us, I think it was just about fine where it was. And then we have this last tool which is going to let you pick faces of your print which you want to lie flat on. For us, we already have the print laying correctly. We want it on its bottom there, so we're not going to mess around with that tool too much. A few other things you can do. You can change the fill density of your print. So the higher the fill density, the stronger your print will be. So for us, this wouldn't be a load-bearing piece, so 15 is fine. The other thing that you can do is you can change your supports. So on this print, it probably wouldn't be necessary, but if your print has a significant overhang, then you're going to want to just go to supports here, and you're just going to want to click everywhere. It's going to pop up with the support generator. Just click yes, and it's going to switch this to be the modified version up here, and then you are all set from there. So from here, all we're going to do is we're going to want to export this G code, and you're going to want to export it onto one of the SD cards that you got from the 3D printer that you're planning on using.